Doing this at 70, you're beating the clock on aging. Longevity tips inside. If you're 70 or even getting close and still doing some of the things we're about to talk about, you might be aging a lot slower than most people around you. That's not hype. It's backed by science, real-life observation, and the stories of thousands of vibrant, thriving older adults. Intro message. Aging looks different for everyone. Some people start slowing down in their early 60s, while others in their late 70s are still carrying groceries with ease, climbing stairs without a second thought, and recalling yesterday's conversations like they happened minutes ago. So what's the difference? It's not just genetics or luck. It's the powerful, everyday habits you've kept, maybe without even realizing how much they matter. Video purpose. In this video, we'll explore a set of subtle but meaningful signs. If you're still doing these things at 70 or beyond, you're not just staying independent. You're defying expectations. You're aging on your own terms. You're sending a message to your body, your brain, and the world around you. You're not done yet. Some of these signs are physical, others emotional or social. But each one tells us something about how your body and mind are still working together, powerfully. And the more of these signs you recognize in yourself, the more confident you can be that your aging process isn't just healthy, it's exceptional. So take a moment to reflect on your daily life, because what might feel normal to you could actually be extraordinary. Breaking the myth of 70. For decades, society has painted turning 70 as the start of a slow decline. The messaging is subtle. You're told to take it easy, slow down, expect less from your body and mind. People start speaking to you more gently. Strangers call you sweetheart. Your adult children ask, "Are you sure you should be doing that?" And before long, you start to internalize a message that says, "You're fragile now. Step aside." Truth versus expectation. But here's the real story. Plenty of people in their 70s are anything but fragile. They're walking miles a day, picking up new hobbies, learning languages, launching businesses, dancing with their grandkids, and living lives that defy the usual stereotypes of aging. So why does the myth still stick around? Because slowing down has become the expectation. And when people believe that story, they begin to live it, even when their bodies and minds are still capable of so much more. What really causes decline? We begin to adapt to limitations, even when they aren't necessary. We retire not just from work, but from movement, challenge, and purpose. And that mindset, not age, is what truly speeds up decline. A new chapter at 70. Here's the truth. 70 isn't the cliff that some people make it out to be. For many, it's a plateau, a new chapter filled with perspective and possibility. It's the stage of life when the tough lessons of youth have turned into wisdom. When you finally have the time to care for your body, the freedom to say no to stress, and the clarity to focus on what truly matters. Science is now showing what many thriving 70-year-olds already know. Muscles can still be built. Memory can still improve. Energy can return. And fulfillment, that can grow even more in your 70s and beyond. Let's start with something important. Before we go further, let's get one thing clear. Turning 70 doesn't mean you're in decline. In fact, it might just be the age when you finally realize you're just getting started. Sign number 1, you can stand up from a chair without using your hands. It might seem like no big deal, just standing up from a chair. But this one small action tells us a lot about how well your body's aging. If you're 70 or older and can rise from a seated position without using your hands, you're showing something remarkable. You've still got strong muscles, solid balance, and good core stability, things that most people start losing as early as their 60s. Why does this matter so much? Because as we get older, we naturally start to lose muscle mass. It's a process called sarcopenia, and it usually begins in our 40s. By the time many people hit 70, they've already lost 20 to 30% of their strength. But here's the good news, that muscle loss isn't set in stone. With the right habits, it can be slowed or even reversed. When you can stand up without pushing off with your hands, it means your lower body, your quads, glutes, and hamstrings is still strong. And that strength doesn't just help you move better, it helps protect you. In fact, the ability to stand up without support is one of the best indicators of fall prevention. If you can do it easily, it means your body is agile, your muscles are responsive, and your balance is solid. Now think about your own daily routine. Do you find yourself pushing off your knees to get up from a chair? Do you need to rock forward a few times to build momentum? Or do you just stand? This isn't just about confidence, it's about independence. The ability to rise on your own is one of the strongest predictors of long-term quality of life. So next time you get up from a chair without thinking twice, take a moment to appreciate it. That simple movement says a lot more than you might realize. Sign number 2, you can walk at a brisk pace. Without getting winded, walking is something we often take for granted until it gets harder to do. But if you're 70 or older and still able to walk briskly without feeling out of breath, you're ahead of the curve. In fact, walking speed has become such a reliable indicator of health that many researchers call it the 6th vital sign. Why? Because walking at a good pace requires multiple systems to work together. Your heart needs to pump efficiently, your lungs need to supply oxygen, your muscles need to stay strong, and your brain needs to coordinate movement and balance. If you can walk quickly and confidently, it shows your cardiovascular system, endurance, and neuromuscular coordination are all working well. But here's something even more interesting. Your walking speed also reflects your energy reserves. If short walks leave you tired or out of breath, it could be an early sign of something going on beneath the surface, even before medical tests pick it up. Think back. When was the last time you walked around the block or through the grocery store? Did you keep a steady pace or feel the need to slow down? Did you avoid certain routes because they felt like too much? Now flip the script. If you can still walk briskly, like you're late to an appointment or trying to catch a bus, that's a powerful sign. It means you're maintaining functional fitness, which protects nearly every area of your health. Studies have shown that older adults who keep a brisk walking pace live longer, spend less time in hospitals, and stay independent for more years. And the best part? You don't need a gym, a trainer, or any special equipment, just your body and a sidewalk. So if you're still walking at a fast clip without getting winded, celebrate it. That's a sign your body's aging well, and that you've got plenty of life left to live. Sign number 3, you can remember recent conversations and events. Clearly, having a sharp memory at 70 isn't just a nice perk. It's a powerful sign that your brain is aging well. If you can easily recall what someone told you yesterday, remember appointments without writing them down, or stay sharp in everyday conversations, you're doing better than most. If you can remember what you had for dinner 2 nights ago, if you recall the details of a recent phone call, or what a friend told you last week, that's a powerful sign of strong cognitive resilience. Why is this so important? Because memory, especially short-term memory, is often one of the first areas to show changes as we age. Forgetting a name occasionally? That's normal, but being able to hold on to details, follow a conversation, and recall it later, that means your brain is still functioning at a high level. It shows that the systems in your brain responsible for storing and retrieving information are still active and working efficiently. And that matters because memory isn't just about trivia. It's about connection, confidence, and independence. A clear memory helps you maintain strong relationships, stay socially and emotionally engaged, navigate daily life with ease. People who keep their mental clarity into their 70s and beyond tend to feel better emotionally, stay physically healthier, and continue to lead active, fulfilling lives. Think about it. If you can tell a great story, join in on a group discussion, or remember someone's birthday without checking your calendar twice, that's your brain signaling, I'm still sharp, I'm still in the game. The best part? Just like muscles, your brain can stay strong through use. Reading, learning new things, solving puzzles, staying socially active. These don't just keep you busy, they help your brain build cognitive reserves and actively protect against decline. So if you're still mentally quick, engaged, and curious about the world, that's not just your personality, That's a sign of healthy, slow aging. And if you've noticed a few memory slips, don't panic. It's never too late to work on strengthening your mind. In fact, the fact that you're still here, reading or listening with focus and interest, is proof your brain is still open, active, and ready to grow. Sign number 4, you can climb a flight of stairs. Without needing to stop at first glance, stairs might seem like a minor daily obstacle, but your ability to climb a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath is actually one of the clearest signs that you're aging more slowly than most. Why? Because climbing stairs is a whole body workout. It engages your leg muscles, challenges your balance, tests your cardiovascular and respiratory systems, and demands real-time coordination between your brain and body. If you can walk up 10 or 12 stairs without pausing, holding the railing, or gasping for air, your body is sending a message loud and clear. I'm still strong. I've still got this. Doctors often use stair climbing as a real-world assessment of heart and lung health, lower body strength, and endurance. Unlike charts or machines, stairs don't lie. They reveal how your body performs in the real world. Now ask yourself, have you ever taken the elevator, not because you had to, but because you weren't sure you could handle the stairs? That hesitation isn't just physical. It often reflects deeper concerns about strength and stamina. But if you're still taking the stairs with confidence, even slowly, you're demonstrating a level of vitality that's becoming more rare with age. It's not just about muscle power. Climbing stairs also reflects joint health, coordination, mental focus. You're scanning your steps, adjusting your balance, and syncing your breath, all without thinking twice. That kind of mind-body coordination is priceless. Even better, if stairs are a struggle right now, you can rebuild that ability. Simple exercises like step-ups, wall sits, heel raises can strengthen the exact muscles you need. Add some daily walking, stretching, and light cardio, and you'll rebuild your endurance too. But if you're already taking those stairs with ease, celebrate it. You're not just moving up a flight of steps, you're moving up through life, one strong, steady step at a time. Sign number 5, you wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. This one might surprise you, but waking up feeling refreshed and alert is actually one of the most underrated signs of slow aging. If you're in your 70s and still wake up most mornings feeling clear-headed and ready to go, you're doing something right. Why is this so meaningful? Because sleep is your body's primary recovery system. It's when cells repair themselves, your brain clears out waste, hormones rebalance, and your immune system gets a reset. Yet as we get older, sleep often becomes more disrupted. Many older adults struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up still feeling tired, even after a full night in bed. But if you're still getting deep, restorative rest and waking up with real energy, it's a powerful signal that things are working well inside your body. It means your circadian rhythm, your internal clock, is still in sync. Your stress levels are likely well managed, your hormones are balanced, and your recovery systems are still doing their job. Sleep has a direct impact on longevity. Studies show that older adults who sleep well tend to have better memory, stronger immune function, lower risk of chronic illness, and greater emotional stability. It's not an exaggeration to say that quality sleep, longer, healthier life. So how do you know if your sleep is really helping? Ask yourself, do I fall asleep within 20 to 30 minutes? Do I stay asleep through the night? Do I wake up without hitting snooze 5 times? If you can say yes, that's a sign your body is still recovering deeply each night. And that gives you the strength, clarity, and energy to keep living fully every day. Sign number 6, you can balance on one foot for 10 seconds or more. Balance may not be something most people think about until they start to lose it. But if you're 70 or older and can still stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling or needing support, it's a powerful sign your body is aging gracefully. Why does balance matter so much? Because balance isn't just about coordination. It's a direct reflection of your nervous system, your muscle responsiveness, joint health, and even your brain's ability to process spatial awareness. In fact, researchers believe that balance may be one of the best indicators of long-term health and survival in older adults. Standing on one foot might sound simple, but it requires a complex system to keep you steady. Your inner ear, eyesight, core muscles, and even the receptors in your feet work together to maintain stability. When even one of these systems starts to decline, your balance can suffer, and with it, your safety and independence. Balance is tightly connected to fall prevention, a major concern as we age. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization in older adults. But what's often overlooked is how many falls stem from gradual loss of balance, which could have been spotted and addressed much earlier. Here's a simple test. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground and try to hold the position for at least 10 seconds. If you can do it comfortably, that's a sign of strong neuromuscular control in slow aging. Even better, balance can be improved with practice. Gentle exercises like Tai Chi, yoga, heel-to-toe walking, or even standing on one leg while brushing your teeth can help maintain or regain your balance over time. If you can already balance on one foot for 10 seconds or more, celebrate it. You're not just defying age, you're protecting your future. Every second you stay balanced is another second you stay confident, mobile, and in control of your body. What sets the slow agers apart? What's the secret to people who are still thriving in their 70s, while others seem to fade? It's not magic. It's rarely perfect genetics. It's often subtle choices made daily. Slow agers don't focus on intense workouts or strict routines. They focus on consistency in small things. Daily walks, quality sleep, eating real food, staying connected, staying curious. These people have a morning routine. They don't wake up and drift. They wake up and move. They make their beds, stretch by the window, go for a walk, or call a friend before breakfast. That rhythm creates structure, and structure tells the body, we still have purpose here. They don't let technology or fear isolate them. They still chat with neighbors, visit the post office in person, and strike up conversations at the grocery store. These micro connections, the eye contact, the laughter, the sense of community, do more than warm the heart. They stimulate the brain and protect emotional well-being. And they keep learning. Whether it's crosswords, cooking new recipes, reading biographies, or even learning how to use a smartphone, they challenge their brains in ways that keep neural pathways active and flexible. They don't stay stuck in what they already know. They stay engaged with the world as it changes. Perhaps most importantly, they take pride in maintaining independence. They carry their own groceries, tie their own shoes, and manage their own schedule. Even when some tasks take longer, they do them anyway because it reinforces a deep message to their brain and body. I am still in charge of my life. You are still capable. Aging slower isn't always about doing more. It's about continuing to do the ordinary things that most people begin to avoid. That's the quiet difference. When you look at those thriving 70-year-olds, you'll often find that they haven't given up on living. They've just given up on the idea that getting older has to mean getting smaller. Aging well. Acknowledge your progress. Let's take a moment to reflect. If you're 70 or older and found yourself saying yes to many of the signs we covered, standing from a chair without help, walking briskly, sleeping well, climbing stairs with ease, remembering conversations clearly, then here's what you need to hear. You are not just aging, you're aging well. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. And it's important to acknowledge that because so many people at this age begin to believe that decline is inevitable, that feeling a little slower, a little stiffer, or a little foggier is just part of the deal. But you are living proof that it doesn't have to be that way. With a few consistent habits, the body and mind can remain strong far beyond what most people expect. It's about momentum, not perfection. Maybe you didn't check off every single sign. That's okay. In fact, it's normal because aging well isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. The real question is, where can you build strength starting today? Maybe you begin with 5 minutes of stretching in the morning, Maybe you take the stairs instead of the elevator just once this week. Maybe you reconnect with someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Or maybe you simply decide to stay curious, to keep learning, moving, and engaging in small ways. Because slow aging doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens in the little moments, repeated daily. Kat, what's next for you? So take a moment right now, ask yourself, which sign resonated most with me? Which one do I already have? Which one can I begin to work toward? Then leave a comment and share it. Not just for me, but for others in this community who are walking the same path. And if this video inspired you, helped you, or simply reminded you of your own strength, please like it, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more content made for people like you. People who aren't afraid to age differently, because aging isn't the end. It's just another version of living. And if you're still doing these things at 70, then life is clearly not done with you yet.